Remember these? I've been working a bit more in these magazine junk journals, and they're already starting to look really different. I'm not actually building the pages yet, but I've been finishing the base, selecting and adding backgrounds, collecting junk papers and figuring out what I want where. I will show you where both of them are right now, and then I'll show you all the paper junk I've collected that I can use, and after that I'll jump ahead a bit because some of the pages are already coming together quite nicely. I'm Deborah. Welcome back to the collage table. Today I'm working on part 2 of these magazine junk journals, setting up backgrounds, choosing papers and getting everything ready before we start gluing in the next video. So this is just a quick update on the first magazine junk journal that I'm using to glue all my taller lady images, the ones I don't want to have to cut down to fit my regular glue books. Like these, I like them a lot, but they would be too tall for most of my glue books, but they fit perfectly on these magazine pages. Our princess as well, same story. I will find backgrounds for these spreads. This is just a flip through of this one. I know most of you are here to see how the other true paper junk journal is coming along. If so, just use this time to go and grab your magazine so you can work along with me. In the first video I turned these old magazines into the base for these junk journals, and now it's time to start building on that. I will put a link up to part 1 in case you missed it and want to see how I actually transformed my magazines step by step into the base for these junk journals. So if you want to make your own, you can go and watch that to catch up. Okay, so far for all my intro blah blah blah. And this magazine journal, I will do something with the cover. I will show you later in this video what I come up with. So now let's go to this one. This is the one I will completely fill up with free paper junk things that I've been collecting. This is also the one I showed in that first video where I did the step-by-step on how to actually turn the magazine into this sort of clutch-shaped junk journal. So this is how I left it off last time, but now skipping ahead into time, things have happened, so both of them have the covers on the outside flap. The sewing pattern paper you already saw, it's the flap and the back side. And this one, this blue photo, I just thought it was beautiful and I think it matched the rest of the original cover here. Now let me grab my collecting bag, this wonderful vintage going to the market bag I call it, but now it was where I threw in everything junky. So I have all these small items to play with when I fill the spreads. And there's some loose papers here inside that you can see I can use as backgrounds maybe. And here are some paper bags, some other things. Okay, let's move this out of the way for now. What shall I do next? Let's see. The junky junk journal will be filled with everything from these baggies. You know what? I'm putting these to the side for a bit. I will get back to it. But now I want to show you the update on the Altered Ladies magazine. So since that last flip through just now, I've added some backgrounds like here. And my thought was to put her like so, that the circle flows out around her face. And then she would go on this side. On this spread I have her for the left side. I'm not going to cover this background. And here I did put a piece of wallpaper in the back. She will go over it. Here there's wrapping paper because she really pops on there. She was already here, part of the original magazine. These ladies will go here. Just quickly giving you an update here before we go back to the other magazine journal. I was planning on to make this a really nice logical series on how to alter a magazine into a junk journal, but this video is a bit all over the place. Just go with it please, it will all come together in the end, I promise. I do hope you enjoy seeing the progress. Alright, I have a few more pages here. Like she goes there. I really like this one, the 2 home interior backgrounds, and then I have these dolls to go on. Here pattern paper on the left and the warm home on the right. I got these ladies from a recent magazine harvesting session. Nothing really happened here yet. She also came in with the magazine. And the final spread I will have to find someone to go on here and do something with this flap and make it look pretty. Okay, another update will follow later. Now this, here we go. I need to pre-select junk papers so I can actually fill all the spreads. I have glued all the pages down like I said to do in part 1 of how to do this. I also want to put some backgrounds in, or partial backgrounds here and there, to cover some of the text. This is the final page. Maybe this goes here like so, or maybe I put it the other way around, but it's also a useful page template now, so putting that there. I think now is the time to take a closer look at what I can use. The larger pieces like these. So maps, I always love to use maps, and this one has great colors, so I want to put this in definitely. And I have these little papers from a vintage game, and this, a croissant shaped paper napkin. I think it's so fun, but I'm not sure if I can use it in this one though. This is from some packaging, wrapping paper, some pretty stickers. These, more maps. I got some washi tape, maybe not considered junk by purist junk journal standards, but I like using it. Of course I love my patterned security envelopes, especially those with windows in them. I always keep those. I hope showing all these things gives you some ideas or inspiration on what you can use in your junk journals. These are some paper bags. Brown paper bags might look boring, but you can add things to make them not boring. This one is already fun, from Melly's Cookie Bar with a map of Amsterdam on it. This is from French bread, probably very obvious, the shape and the images. I can cut those out or just use it as a bag. Okay, and then, oh, this I want to cut and use this, maybe the oranges too. Next are these old pattern papers. This is cross stitch patterns. Oh, you heard that? That's Kitty, sounding a bit dramatic, but she's okay, no worries. This pattern paper, I used it on the cover. Okay, let's take all this and move it away. I have a few smaller but not really small things. This is a little paper bag with some ticket stubs. I will probably use those elsewhere. Now let's see, what's this? Oh, yes, the menu of bagels and beans. I love how collagey their imagery is, so I want to use that. A receipt from a Paris restaurant. I don't use receipts in my collages often, but they can be fun as backgrounds, mementos telling a story. Here, another map. Okay, what's this? Oh, a museum ticket. This, cute, a scratch-off ticket that didn't win anything. And just a few more papers here. Alright, that was that. I do want to also go through these, the real meat and potato, all the fun small junky papers. If you are bored with all these, you can skip ahead, just follow the timestamps, that's alright. But if you are into this, I also have done a video in the past going over all free stuff you can use in your glue books and junk journals. So you can check that one out next. I will add the link for you. These are just a lot of bits and pieces from packagings. I love I spying great packagings to use in my collages. This is a tag from a desk lamp. You can add images inside or glue this as a flip open on a spread. Here another window from a box of holiday treats. I love it. So you can glue this part and then flip it like this. Yes, that's gonna be fun to use. I'll use this in the magazine maybe. This is the top of a noodle soup cup, Jiffy corn muffins, ice cream. Oh, this is great. A vintage light bulb box. Look at the colors and I love the design. Definitely using that. Some more packaging bits, foods, treats. What's this? Oh yes, crafty paper flowers. Okay, maybe. This is a wraparound from a sketchbook I bought. You know, this came wrapped around the cover. Sketchbook, there it says. I might use the florals. These are from holiday cocoa mixes. Some instant coffee, I can cut that out. Or here I can cut the bowl of rice. Alright, so that was bag number 1. Let's see what I have collected in this one. Okay, let's pull these out first. They are blocking the rest. Remove the chopsticks. Mr. Sushi, delicious. Oh, Kitty is back. It's not that she wants food, not per se. She wants someone to sit with her while she eats her food. I'm not kidding. Anyone else's cat does that, or is it just her? Let's see if she lets us continue. This is a perfume sample for a Scentsy journal. Let's pull these. Some small patches. Those are nice. What else is in here? Let's pull some more out. Vintage string. Bookmarks. Lovely junk. An old sewing patch. This little tags. This is a pink flower tag from a houseplant. More vintage string. Another bookmark. I like this image on top here. More of this vintage wool. Would I use it with the string on or remove it? Not sure. More bookmarks from the bookstores when you buy a book. I like these. Alright, there's a little bit more to look at. What's this? I got another map. Told you I love maps. I will always keep them. Very old airline boarding pass card thing. My Valentino store card. Oh, I miss my Italian grocery store in New York. This was in Ridgewood, Queens, the best bread and deli counter. Yes. Oh, you see? Yes, Ridgewood. I hope it's still there. Let's continue. A fun tag. Oh my, look at this. A free entrance ticket to the club from 1992. Yep, that's my clubbing era. The Palace, that was the spot. It was a huge club. I've spent many great nights there. Oh, I love it. Oh, hey, an Albert Heijn store card. That's funny, because their head office now is actually in the same spot where the Palace Club used to be. I should glue these side by side somewhere. These two are not paper. The fabric patches, Indonesia and Amsterdam. Still great to put in a junk journal, I think. Okay, this little La Place restaurant card. More this. Oh, this is from Belgium, a store coupon for the noodles. I think I will use this. What's here? A little bag filled with clothing labels. Another one. Put that there. More of these. Okay, maybe. I think maybe these are for another glue book. Now what's left here? This. Yes, this looks pretty. It's a savings card. I will probably never go there again. Nothing bad, just location-wise. So I think I can glue it. Here are more bookmarks. This is cool. Look, you can slide it like this on your pages. Okay, Central Park Zoo. Always pick up maps and flyers and keep your tickets. Here. Alright, so that's all that. Are you still with me? I hope this gave inspiration to go around your house and look for things to use in your junk magazines. Let's do a few quick pulls and see if I can pre-select the first few items. Like this. This is an empty sugar packet. I think it could go here on this spread. It would look like as if it came from there. This, Nerds, maybe. Oh, and what is this? Oh yes, from the tea packaging. What about putting it like so with a bit of washi tape on top? I think that could work. Okay, so you know what? Oh, maybe this here. Well, not sure if I like it, but I will keep it in mind as an option. I think we're ready to go to the next phase. Again, I will skip ahead in time a bit so I can show you the progress of these altered junk magazines. Of course, there's this one, but also the other one. It's now really part of the story, right? So I will show them with the backgrounds prepped and junk images pre-selected. Here we are. Hello again. Remember these two? They have progressed a little bit again. We will go through this one to work, but I do want to show this one too, just quickly. Ladies are glued, some text here too. On this spread, I added some washi in the middle. This I had already glued. Ladies are now on too. This I left on purpose. Okay, next, this you already saw. These ladies are now glued on too. And these, I haven't done a lot of adding extras. Not sure what I want yet. Here's our princess. Don't know which side I want her to go. Maybe there. And then this one, the next one is the same story. She can go here or here. I think I like her there. This one, I still have to glue her. This her too, but she goes here. And here are the dolls. They found their spot. On this spread I removed one of the ladies. I like this better. Maybe add something here. She's already there, ready to go. And nothing yet for the final spread, but I did add a bit of washi decoration on the flap. So it's not completely finished, but it's almost there. Maybe for the next video in this series. Okay, let's, you know what? Let's put this one away now. And this one, I had the pattern paper on it already. I do want to add something here on the spine, probably some washi tape. I have these here. Maybe they should match the front too. Okay, you know, I will go through my stash, see what I have. Now, let's do this. I'm excited to show you what I did here so far. So let's start at the beginning. I will do something about this part in the middle. I already glued on this scrap covering the uninteresting bit. And then I thought these, the stickers here, and then these, the orchid plant tag and the perfume sample, they will go here. For the next spread I pre-selected a few small pieces and I added this one here in the middle, the bagels and beans menu. You can still open it up like so. So you can still place your order. And then these here, I got that stamp savings card. It can go here or the sugar package like this. Both go well with the photo above, so I will decide later. And then this one can go here. On the next spread, see, I added this purple scrap, keeping the colors balanced here. I have another one of these orchid tags, and I bought some socks, a business card from a cat care company, and this is from a washi tape box. So I think it will be next video that I will build and glue all these spreads. Here I got these, super cute, and this, the label from a bag of garlic. I thought it could look nice like this. Maybe add something on the back or just leave it as is. Alright, let's continue. These spreads remind me of Paris, but they might as well be in Belgium somewhere, I'm not sure. These are from a box of French pastry. Now I'm thinking, shall I use this here? Yes, but how? Let's see, I can add it as a pocket in the middle. Or I can even cut the top part and add it like so. Okay, got to straighten out this bit. Okay, I do really like this part with the Eiffel Tower showing. I could also, of course, just cut out all the images and use those separately. Okay, I will figure it out. I also have these. Here, this one with all the ticket stubs we saw. Oh yes, the Paris restaurant receipt. I think I obviously got to use that here. Yes, anything else? Not for now. I also like to use this one. Yes, this is here on this side. Right here, this is where I used to live on the map of Amsterdam. Color-wise it fits, but Amsterdam doesn't make sense with the images on the spread. So let's stick with Paris. Let's see. Yes, I upload gluebook sessions every week, so if you enjoy these kind of videos, you're welcome to subscribe or check out the playlist when you finish this one for more. This is a pink envelope to store more images or notes, and this llama that came from a stuffed animal I won at the arcade one day. Here, this is the light box, the light bulb box. This, other way around. Yes, I think it's taking shape, right? I'm liking this Altered Magazine journal way more than I expected. I made these type of magazines as a little girl. They were a bit messier back then. I like to put this here as a pop of color. Here, I didn't know what to do with the text on the right, but then this bookmark, I think it's perfect. Like so, what do you think? Yes, right? Next spread, I glued these scraps to cover some of the plain text. Got these things to add and play with the color. These mochis. I put it maybe here like this. Okay, something like that. I added some washi on the edge of this page. Here's another map, a Benetton label. I like where this spread is going. I like most spreads in this one though. This is from the box of tea bags. I can add it like this. Okay, yes. Let's continue. Next spread. Here's another one of those. Different color, different tea. And then maybe these nerds can cover this bit here. And on the left I added this to cover the text. Here I like the photo on the left from the magazine itself, and I added the paper on the right. I think this fits here from a pineapple, and then this bookmark. I like this girl on top, so I can cut it like this. I like how these two ladies are together on the spread, telling some sort of story. So that's definitely happening. Here's a map of part of New York, and then I have this little I love New York souvenir tag. Very shiny. I might glue it right here. Okay, now what's next? Oh yes, I covered the uninteresting side, and then I think this fits here. I will go and find more junky things for the spreads. Like here I have some more. A purple tea packaging, and this hot pink cocoa with mini marshmallows. You drop this ball in a cup of hot milk and then you have this. Now look at these, both window tip-ins that I love using so much. This one from a box of washi tape. It has 3 openings. Okay, here, see? Oh wait, with this you can see it better. Or I can use this one. It's a little too wide, but it can be cut. This does have a real window in it, but I do think I'll use the pink here and keep this for somewhere else. This will probably end up here. Oh, it's gonna be a fun one, this. Here, oh, it's the final spread. I have this from a speculoos jar. Not sure where it will go. This coupon for the cup noodles. I can cut these out, or I can just glue this like so. I could also do it like this and use only this half. Now this is from the lid of a cup of saucy noodles. I like saying that, saucy noodles. Not sure yet how I'm gonna build this delicious spread. I got this background and the washi edge. The back cover is done. I glued on this vintage game paper on the inside flap. So that's the progress so far, and next time we will play and build and glue all the spreads. I'm thinking I will leave this original cover like this. I might want to add something on here. And this one is also almost done. I hope you will follow along. For now, thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourself. Till next time, bye.